Hi guys, Tiffany here. So this is not scheduled live. This is a random because I had finished my little blocks that I was working on. That I would come on, I would come on and show you me putting them together because that's the last part really. So yeah, here I am live. Let me just get this thing going on in the background so I can make sure that everything is not too loud. I didn't want everybody out there hearing me momentarily. So, okay. So yeah, here are my two stacks. I've just been working on them little by little because there's 60 of each color. I've been exhausted and I feel like poo. Yeah, I don't know how I could feel like poo. Poo is soft, squishy, and stinky, but I guess I'm the soft and squishy part. I don't know the stinky part today. I took a shower, so I'm doing good there. But I'm just, this cough hasn't gone away and it's preventing me from having a life. So this is what I've been doing. Oh wait, this is my life. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. I have to stay lots hydrated today because it's helping suppress the need to cough constantly. So, hi Diane. So like I was saying, I'm going to work on these, but I also thought that I would kind of share my ideas for projects coming up. So I had an idea. I had been told, as you can see in my background, the quilt I did for my son is called Illusion. Well, I was kind of thinking of doing the Illusion quilt, but a different way next, not this next quilt, but soon, coming soon. So I went out and I chose layer cake, and it's all blues and yellows and dark blues and just lots of blues. So I figured it would look okay because there's not much yellow in it. There's just a little bit of yellow in it, but whatever. It's lots of blues. And I was thinking of doing a an illusion quilt differently with a layer cake than that one. That one's just sliced in half and built around it. This one I'm thinking of slicing in half, setting aside, slicing that other half in half, and making different blocks and stack them. So I don't know. We'll see how that comes together in my mind. Secondarily, I have been requested to make a disappearing four patch. The most easy beginner block, but looks awesome. So I went out to my space in the heat and grabbed, I'm going to do it out of fat quarters. You don't have to, you can do it out of charms. But this is actually the next quilt. So I chose all these fat quarters, an array of colors. Actually, they were bundles that I just put together into different bundles, making my own thing, and then chose this background because it goes amazing with some of these. Like, it has that color in it and all these. So with the mixture of them all, it's going to be amazing. So I am going to do a disappearing four patch out of all this, and it'll come along. And this time I'm not going to do it with sashing. Last time I did it with sashing. This time I'm going to do it just block to block. And then I had another request, which this one might take some, I've already done it a bazillion times, but I kind of want to do a different style of what I was planning. And the person that requested it is actually watching a Bargello with 2 jelly rolls because I want it to be huge, as big as I can get it. So that's also in the drawing board, is what I call it, of need to make, and it's an array of color. That's another thing I like about the Benetex fabrics is these are an array of color. So making the Bargello, it will radiate the color in the ways, creating the waves that you're looking for in it. So I pulled out 2 jelly rolls so I can design this and teach that start to finish. So, yep, those are three soon to be, the disappearing four patch will be first. That's as soon as this is finished. Then we will work on the disappearing four patch, and then it's going to be a toss between the illusion and the Bargello. It'll be, I got to get the Bargello one drawn up first. The illusion one, I don't really have to draw much of. I just need to get the measurements wrote down so that it comes out. Because lately my measurements have been not the way they're supposed to be. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. There's more plans, and I don't mind more suggestions. I can't get to them all right away because obviously it's nice to have people allow me a week, because I allow you that such time as well to put things together. Normally I could put something together in just a couple days, but when it comes to videos of follow-alongs, I at least need a week to follow along. So in between every single one, here and there. But I'm welcome to suggestions. I can do blocks just as well if someone wants to learn how to make a specific block that they saw, and you can find the name of it. I can hunt it down and make that as well. So yeah, there's plenty of options. So if you got suggestions, go ahead and make them. Anyway, so what we're gonna do here, back to this is what I was doing. Oh, move all that out of my way. I have 60 of each now, so that's 120. So that means I can go 10 across by 12 down. And the other day, when I was making them, doing them, my suggestion was to lay them every other color. I didn't trim them or anything. I just left them because most of them came out pretty darn square. I didn't have an issue with keeping them square, but then I've been doing this a little bit longer than beginners. So I think what I'm going to be doing is just sewing every other color together. And I am kind of going to make sure that no color aligns, but I'm actually not going to lay this out. I'm just going to sew a row of 10, sew a row of 10, the opposite way, sew a row of 10, and just make sure that no two colors alike are on top, bottom, or side to side of each other. So I wouldn't want this pink next to this pink because it's the same. So let's get to this. I'm going to kind of lay it out, but not really lay it out. I'm just going to lay it next to me, making it easier, keeping the project next to me the whole time. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So these are now the same 5-inch squares that they started as. They just don't look it, but they have now, and I saved all my pieces. I don't know if anyone else making this is going to be saving their pieces, but that is the little side project that gets thrown in between projects on my videos. The side project will be putting the pieces, the little scraps to this together as something. So I'm just going to start by putting 10 right here and making sure they're not the same color next to each other, like that was going to be the same color. Gonna mix them up a little. I guess I could just do them in 5s, because that'll work just as good, because every 5 gets hooked to another 5, as long as they are scrambled up. So how is everybody today? I was supposed to do things today and I didn't get to because I've been choking on, every time I lay down in tiredness, I wake up choking on my own cough, and it's horrible. So yeah, I was supposed to do things that never got done, unfortunately. Ooh, that's gonna be pretty. Yeah, rows of 5. This will be easy to do. Alright, I got some mixed together. So what I'm gonna do is just keep laying them out in 5s and start from the beginning. And I am going to put them right sides together. And I am going to just make sure that my, see this seam right here? I don't know if you can see it. Hi, Teresa. And this seam right here match on this side with this seam right here and this seam right here, because there's really no nesting here. We just want these two, I don't know if you can see it, but these little points right here, sorry, couldn't get the word out for a second. These 2 points, we want them to just lay on top of each other. They're going to be far from perfect, There's no such thing as perfection unless you are a perfectionist. What I am looking for is keeping my points. So let me sew this together and I'll show you what I mean. So same as always, 1/4 inch seam. I forgot to put my little seam marker on here. I try to keep it on, but I was sewing diagonally, so technically I didn't need it. So I'm just going to sew down this. And then I'm going to open it up. And look, I've lost my points. Because I sewed it a little bit to the side of that, didn't stay on there. That's my own fault. See, I'm trying to rush through things here. I'm just going to pick this out real quick. Takes 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds for me because my seam ripper sucks. I was going to say a bad word just now. My seam ripper sucks, period. It's dull. Like, I don't know. I went to try to find another one, but they're all like scattered in the garage. Like I said, I didn't trim any of these, so I'm just throwing them together, honestly. Oh, hi, Terry. I didn't even see you there. The scrolling thing went so fast, and then I saw Teresa say hi. Sorry, guys. I can't see it when it starts scrolling and my screen don't show earlier's comments that went by 5 minutes ago, especially if you guys are typing faster than I can read. I'm trying to at least keep my point. I don't care about anything else. I just want my points on this. And see, I seam it from the front sometimes and yank. I do this on purpose because my seam ripper is dull. I can't get it in those little seams, and since I sew with such a small stitch length, I probably should knock it up just for this project. That would be a smart thing to do, wouldn't it? Put it 2.1, just so I can reach things. Alright, let's try that again. I don't want to pin anything because I am not a pinner, but beginners can pin. Let's try this again. So has anybody been watching the Quilting Marine and the newest challenge? I'm going to probably try to do a few crumb blocks only because I have so many things planned and crumb blocks are the easiest for me to put together. But I'm going to do a few. I'm not going to just do one. Can't just do one. Just like last time I did a whole quilt because I couldn't just do one. This time since my own channel is running in full now, I kind of got to, you know, but I'll do them while making them on here. I'm not ripping it if it comes again. Like literally on that edge, it literally is right there. It is like the perfect little point. Right there. Okay, what color am I on? This way. That's why this has a little 1/4 inch right here seam available. But since I didn't trim any blocks, some of them are wonky. And I don't care because those are considered to be inside the quilt and nobody's ever going to see it. I am the only one that knows. Well, actually you know too, but don't bother me none. Yep, 12.5. Oh my boot. Oh, the boot, Diane's boot, her picture. How do you get those little pictures as your picture? Is that like an icon you can choose when you sign up for YouTube for using it? Because I never got a choice for any of that kind of stuff. Oh, look at that! 2 points! Yay! Okay, my first one was just bad luck, I guess. It was the bad luck for just starting the video. That's what it was. You know, if I could just every time make sure my little points are where they're supposed to be. I could feel them with my fingers. Like you could feel the 2 seams because it's a square right here and right here. So you could feel with both your, if you use fingernails especially, you can feel with both those seams running with each other. You know what I mean? It's pretty simple to feel that. And then if anything, you can put a pin in it. Which would be grabbing a pin, finding that center point right here with the one piece. Like you look on the back and look for the cross, the X. X marks the spot. Push it through, and then push it through the X on this one, right there. See? Once it's through both X's, then I would just hold it there, honestly. There's no point in pinning it the other way. I just keep it nice and tight, laid down. Come down it, hold that pin in, pull it out, and continue on down. Aw, sorry, Miss Rodriguez. I don't feel good either. I'm only here because this is what keeps my mind off of thinking, you know, normal, everyday things that I don't want to think about, like my cough that just has not gone away. So yeah, I'm just here to put these together and hang out with my friends online. You guys notice I'm up to 64 subscribers? Yay me! It's because I keep uploading and uploading things constantly, every day. Well, not every day, but it seems like I'm on here. My camera hasn't came in the mail yet. It's been a while since I ordered it, but that's what happens when you order on Amazon and you ain't got Prime and it takes 2 weeks for something to come. So when that comes, hopefully I'll learn how to use that quickly. That way I could start making regular live. Ooh, thank you, yep. That works. Sharing on Facebook or any other social media. You notice I got my, that's figured out. Although, I don't know how this happened, and I hate to complain online, but I put my Instagram on as a link, and I didn't link it to my other videos, just my newest few videos. I went in and edited it, threw it in, but it was taking too long to do it all individually. So I put it in there, and not last night, but the night before, and well, it happened last night too, but the night before, my Instagram started blowing up. So what happened? I'm looking, it's messages from random, lots of random men. So I deleted my more provocative pictures that were on Instagram that I had on there, because I never used it for anything, and figured it would stop, and no, everybody's following me, and it's all just wild, random men. That was not the purpose of me starting my Instagram. I don't mind guys that quilt. My Instagram's purpose was not to get a date, let alone a picture of, you know, private parts. So I blocked them, and it just hasn't stopped. Last night my phone was blowing up, and the night before. So yeah. I don't think they're all coming from my YouTube, but I know that people do see me on YouTube. Because some of them has said that I found you on YouTube. Yeah. I don't know how else to stop that. But yeah, that's what I've been dealing with the last 2 nights. Now that I figured out how to link it. My Facebook is private, so nobody can message me that way except for my my page on Facebook for quilting purposes only. It's a quilting page. So yeah. I could have swore the video said 12.5 inch unfinished. so that it would turn out to be 12-inch finished blocks. That's what I thought it was. I could be wrong. I just watched, he posted this morning, I was the first one to watch the video he posted this morning doing the spiderweb, piecing a row together on that, and then, yeah, he mentioned it in there too. I don't think he said the size in that video this morning though. I was on there watching. Yeah, you could share my videos. That's the purpose of it, especially for people who know other people that want to learn how to quilt and find my, I guess, describing abilities to be easier to follow along. Since I do most of my videos in full, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's one row. See? One row. And yes, it looks kind of messy, but that's because I don't care. It's a random kid's quilt for a random kid. I don't know what random kid just yet, but it'll be for a random kid. Because that's what I feel like doing when I feel like doing it. It's random. Alright, what am I starting with? Nope, can't do that one next. So how's the weather everywhere? I know that there's a hurricane watch stuff going on around the country right now, and tornado watches. How's that for anybody that's in those vicinities? I don't know, you're gonna have to ask him about those blocks. Somebody's gonna have to ask him. Just message him on his video or go look at it, I guess. I won't take up all your time here, but I don't care if you stop watching, go look at his video and come back. Because I know you all love me, so if you leave, it's okay, because I know you'll be back. And this is all I'm doing anyway, so. 4, 5, 6. Nope, not that one. Some of these are the same. Trying to make them all different. 7, 8. 9. Rained every day. Oh yeah, email him. That works too. He should get that. That way, tell him that I don't even think he actually knows that my page's name has changed and it's now Tiffany's Quilting Life, because the other day he mentioned me in the quilt block count, or the quilts for the veterans count, and he said, and Yvonne said, Tiffany Tattooed Disabled Quilter in the background, so I don't think they know that my name is not the same anymore. So maybe I'll have to remind him that. So raining every day, that sucks. Well, not really. We could use rain here where I live. But I don't like the humidity part afterwards. That's the part I can't handle. Whew. Now they're starting to come together. This one. Oh, okay. That works. Yep, it's like 100 and... I think it was 107 today. It's still like 100 and something out there. And it's sunset right now, so... The sun is on my back patio, where I don't want to sit. I like it in the pool, though. When I'm in the pool, it's fine. Because it's keeping me cool. Keep cool in the pool during sunset time. But today we have no kids, which is surprising for a Monday, but it's a random schedule this week, so my hours on YouTube here will be different this week. So that's why I'm on today at sunset. It took me forever to change mine. It's in, okay, now I'd have to walk you through it. You want to learn, I can walk you through it while we're doing this. I think that in the top, you go to your page, or I think it's called your page, or whatever it's called. Where your little picture is up in the top corner, that little thing, you hit that, and then there's going to bring up a bunch of options, and I think it's under privacy settings. I just did it like 2 weeks ago when I changed my name. I figured it here. Let me pull this over now, how I did it. So I went to, press X. I went to my little icon with my name, and then I went to settings, I think, general, autoplay history, privacy, I think that's what it's about, history and privacy, let me see. No, it wasn't history and privacy. General, no, channel. Oh, I think it's the 3 dots. Settings. Billings, notifications, live chats, captions, about. I thought it was under general. Look at me trying to figure this out. Upload, restricted mode. Maybe because I just changed my name. It says when I did it, it says you can only do it once a year or something like that, or once every 6 months. Yeah, because it's not giving me anything now. Oh, there it is. Under your channel, right here. Go to your channel, you know, okay, so I'll start from the beginning. The little icon with your name. I don't know why I was not thinking this. Then you click my channel. Then you click the little thing. See where it says my name is Tiffany's Quilting? Icon next to it, and then it has the little edit next to your name. And you could edit your description on your page as well. So we would click edit, and then you just change your name. It says, okay, 3 name changes allowed every 90 days. I knew it said something like that. I thought it was a year because I just changed it. So yeah, you can even edit your photo, your description, change all of your privacy settings to make anything private that you want. But yeah, so it's just click your little icon. Once you get to your page, just click on the little funky looking screwdriver looking thing. Not screwdriver, but you know what I mean, the little wheel looking thing. That's how you do it. Alright. So now that I helped figure that one out, you can do that. Alright. Where was I? I knew it was quick and simple, like something quick and simple. Made it easy. So, what's everyone up to tonight, or this afternoon, or this evening, or whatever time it is where you are? Anybody working on anything fun like me? Trying to line these little guys up right here. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. Oh, that's fine. I don't care. I'm here to help in any way I can possibly figure out. Since I'm not tech smart and I just did this, that's the only reason why I was able to tell you. And it was live, so I was able to tell you live how to change that. Made it simpler, right? It's quite easy. Dishing up night meds, huh? That doesn't happen till another 2 hours for me. It's not even medications anymore. It's just a bunch of stuff I've been taking to get rid of this darn sickness. Oh, and then my normal, like, you know, things I take at night, which are vitamins and more vitamins. Lots of vitamins. Yep. I think I learned it from a YouTube video, honestly, to change my name. I think I Googled it and a YouTube video came up. That's how I figured out how to get my Instagram name. It came up on Reddit, some website that, you know, gives answers to questions, random internet questions. And yeah, I said how to change my name, or how to add a link to my YouTube to go to my Instagram and Facebook and blah, 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 blah. For the Instagram one, it came up with the answer, you dummy. It's just the Instagram website / your name. Like, I could have figured that out if I would have known. Because Instagram is owned by Facebook. Didn't know that one either, did ya? I didn't either. And yeah, so since Instagram is owned by Facebook, they have a lot of the same setups. So it would be just like Facebook, www.facebook.com / and then your Facebook name. Well, Instagram is the same thing, www.instagram.com / your name. So much easier. Yeah. Ooh, half square triangles? How fun. What are you making with your half square triangles, Teresa? And pin basting a quilt together yesterday. Were you on the floor pin basting it, or were you doing it like on a table? Diane, by the way. Even though you guys are the ones there, so obviously we all know who I'm talking to. Yeah, Google answers all of my questions. All of my questions, and I have lots of them. A block swap. How did I get a YouTube channel? I just started posting I had posted videos on it a long time ago, like over 5 years ago. That's my kids dancing in the bottomless video. They were doing some popular thing that was back then. And then I just started posting more videos, so that's how I did it. I don't get paid though. I'm not a paid YouTube channel like there's some people that are paid YouTube channel people that get monthly checks to keep their channel up, but they have to keep a lot going. They have to keep, they're more than me, at least twice a day online. And then once they have like 1 million subscribers, or you get where I'm going here. I think the rules for YouTube is more than 500,000 subscribers, but that's one of the videos that I watched that said that they required more than that. Here's 2 rows done. This is going to be super kid-like. You know? Creating a secondary little hourglass block here. Very kid-like. See? And obviously they're not straight, they're not perfect. This project was meant to be kooky in a way, like, because it's for kids, so it needs to be reminded that it's like a child. It's messy. Children are messy. So my thing is just throwing it together. That's what I'm doing. Perfectionists, go ahead and trim your blocks so that everything comes out perfect. Yeah, I don't like cutting on this table. Like, in my garage, in my real quilting area, not my bedroom quilting area, my real quilting area, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my table is right here. Literally comes to right here on me. So everything is like right here. Like cutting is so much easier. Everything is so much easier because of the height of that table. And I'm building another table that's that same height, except that one is going to house this machine that I use here. It'll house, it's going to have a indent for I can stand and sew, so that my area will be set up like Missouri Star or Man Sewing, how they have the setup. Mine won't be specifically fancy or anything like that, like a actual screen stage. Mine is just going to have the taller tables, so that if I set up one angle for a specific thing that I'm working on, you'll see me from one angle, another angle can see me another way, another one for basting, because there'll be tons of tables. There's going to be 2 tables now hooked together out there, and they're both kitchens countertop tables, you know. Yes, these colors are amazing. So yeah, 2, 3, 4. This is what I'm doing. It seems like I have more pink than any other color, but as soon as I get far down in here, this is where I'm going to find all the ones I want. Are you talking about making snowball corners off of a 10-inch square to have the so where you still have a point, or that I can't get the words out. It's not coming to me. I know what you're saying. Yeah. So okay, a 10-inch square would be 5 and honestly, to get the best results, I would use a 5.5. Here's a 10-inch square. Here's a 5-inch square, right? If you were to put 2 5-inch squares on here, say you were using 5 1/4, you're only going to have ever so small of an overlap. So I would probably suggest the 5.5-inch square, but save your outside. So that means draw your corner to corner line, especially since that is such a long section, but draw your corner to corner line on the back side of your triangle for that, and then 1/2 inch over draw a secondary line. So that way you have those half square triangles, which are perfect size to do a border with or something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would definitely say for 10-inch, do 5.5-inch corner blocks. And then it'll be perfect with a good size lip, you know what I mean? To catch every single point properly. So. Yeah, so I'm hoping I explained that correctly. Yeah, 5.5-inch squares would probably be the best. That way it gives you that space that you need. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I gotta mix these up. They are really not mixed up very well. 9. Let's just have that color.
Hi, I'm Serenity.
Hi. Hold on 2 seconds.
It's
I'm on my live right now, so. A bandana, is that what you got me from the...
Yeah.
Yeah, you love it. I can't tell you the price. That's secret.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You don't care.
My daughter is here, the 16-year-old with her friend.
This is my friend Serenity. Come over here and you can say hi to everybody, all the fans.
Yeah, obviously you can't. I'm watching myself smaller,
Yeah.
like.
You're welcome, Mom. I thought you would like it.
Okay.
I probably was going to give you like 3, but I didn't think you would want that many.
Nope.
Okay. I love you. Bye.
Yep. My daughter just got me a bandana because in the winter time, I wear bandanas constantly. I wear them all different sorts of ways. I wear them around right here, tie them in the back, and like puff my hair up, or I tie it in the front with my bangs curled forward, or yeah. I try to do 50s and 40s, 50s, 60s hairstyles, and even in the 70s they did straight down hair with the bandana all the way around. I did those too. That's what I wear bandanas for. I have a ton of them, and by the time I finally actually do something with them, maybe I'll just quilt with them all when I'm done with them. already took off my, oh, big news. Thursday of last week, my daughter went and got her driver's license. She had a permit this whole time for like the last 6.5 months. But so Thursday she gets her driver's license, and guess where she's been every single day since then? Oh, not here. Yeah, 16-year-old has her license, and she's never gonna be here. That's what they do. They disappear. Now she has a new friend for every day of the week only because she has a car. Oh, that's me saying that out loud as mommy. So, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Trying to put these together. So yeah, it's a miracle if I can see her at home. She's out hunting for a job, so that's a plus. Although yesterday she went to boyfriend and pool party with her boyfriend. Boyfriend's house for dinner and pool party. Dinner and swimming pool. Gosh darn it, it just can't come out of me. I think this is going to be the messiest quilt I have ever made. Like, the messiest quilt I have ever made. And I'm doing it on purpose. That is even weirder. Well, for me. Definitely something new to take myself back to the beginning when I used to scissor cut everything and didn't know what I was doing then either. So, what's everyone's plans for the week? Anything fun? Me, I have to get my doctor's stuff situated. So I have lots of doctor's stuff. What number quilt are you for the Quilting Marines thing? That way I can watch for it. Of course, I've seen all of them, and they're all amazing, beautiful, amazing quilts, and I really, really, really hope that some TV station catches on to this and shares it with America, that us Americans went and did all this for other Americans. I how to say it without just saying exactly how I just said it, because that is definitely the biggest, I would have to say, an amazing, big, without cash money, it came from all our pockets, yes, but the biggest charity event for veterans for probably their state, because it came from everybody in America, not just one state of people, you know. I love them all. Absolutely beautiful. They knocked mine gone. Mine went to the gutter when I started seeing all the rest come in. I just wished I could have seen all the quilting, but they were all beautiful. I just did mine simple and easy though, because like I said, I kind of didn't have time to just make one block, and I needed more frame time for long arm quilting, so I just had to do it that way and be done with it, kind of thing. So yeah, I can't just make one though. Either way, I would have had to make a whole quilt. Alright, I'll watch for number 9. It hasn't gone there yet, right? Hasn't been on yet? Because if so, I could go watch whatever video it's in, since all the videos are numbered. Ah, no, not right there. Yeah, I know a lot of them came from other places as well, which made it even amazinger. I think that's a word. That's my word, amazinger. This is not going to be fun to iron, because I just realized this is a real big bulky seam right here. I don't know. This might be something I just ease quilt. like I said, it's just for a random kid. You never know. Next time I'm out, I just might take it with me, put it in the car, and a random kid that looks like they are in need will get this from me. Just depends on my mood that day, or if I'm out of the house. Oh, I know it's just anyone. This is going to be the same thing. It's going to cover a veteran in need, but I meant just by the way they came out. Like, I like the block to block idea with different blocks. Mine was just thrown together kind of thing. It wasn't really, it was like a piece of, somebody started something and they used a serger. That's what that quilt top part of it was. And it was all messed up and jumbled up. What the heck it was originally. It didn't have quilting marks or any other stitching lines, just the sewing the blocks together and the serged lines because it had the fold over. So I just took and cut off a lot of the bad of it because some of it was rotten and gross. Like it came from a tub of stuff from somebody that donated to me. So technically it's a donation on a donation. And I cut off all the stuff that was falling apart. Like it probably was moth tattered maybe. I don't know what the difference between. It just looks like it sat in a tub so long and it smelled funny. So it got washed, it got cut. And then I added border, washing it and cutting it. So that was the only thing, that part that came from my own personal stash. And then the backing, my neighbors had moved, and backing, when they moved, they gave us a bunch of stuff to yard sale, and I took it was a sheet set, a cotton sheet set for boys. It was a little, like, army, military type sheet set. So I took that, and I was like, hey, this would be the perfect back. So that's what ended up the back up as well. I figured my sending in a whole quilt, when you just said that right now, I figured my sending in a whole quilt would have one made sitting around. Everybody has tons of tops that are not finished. Just throw one together and send it in. I mean, I didn't have any red, white, and blue. That was the only red, white, and blue I had. I do not buy those colors because they are not in my normal range of color. Like, at all. Yeah. Nothing sitting here is red, white, and blue of any sort. It's all bright, cheery colors. Yeah, I think that for veterans was a great idea because my husband he was a Marine as well, so I know where it sits, the Marine thing, and what he's done and the things that he goes through in his mind is beyond me because of what he's seen. Like, he's seen some veteran really likes to talk about it, you know? Are you serious? Okay, it's still here. It's the same video. I didn't even know this could do this. My internet died, literally, all the way. And I just wrote while it was still on the holding screen, like spinning around on that screen. I wrote that my net died, and then I exited the whole entire thing because I figured it killed the video out, which is what it's done on my phone because I'm trying to read. And it killed the video out. So I just went back I opened up the YouTube, went back to my channel, clicked on the video, or the live feed part that I usually click, and it said, do you want to resume your last video? Well, duh, yeah, so that's what I pressed. So I don't know how long this is going to last. But I totally did not know that it would resume. Holy moly, that's a lot. Haven't you been through lots of stuff too? Is it like something that runs in the family? Everybody gets hurt in something. Yours was what? Horse, and his is war? That sucks. Well, that's a life to go through when you have gone through that kind of stuff. And I told you, my husband suffers from weird shit. He hasn't had a ton of surgeries, just his knees, so he hasn't had a ton of surgeries, so I don't have like, I don't know. I just worry about his mentalness. Like, someday, hopefully, he never snaps, because I've heard that some have been through so much that they snap. And when I first met him, long time ago, I'd try to wake him in the middle of the night, and he'd freak out. Where am I? Who are you? You know? So, he doesn't do that anymore, but he used to. I'm gonna hook these 3 rows together, and then I'm gonna be like, done for now. Because I'm afraid my internet is gonna die. This is about the time in my town where I live. Everybody gets off of work at the same exact time around here because it's hot where I live, and then goes home around the same time. And what do they do when they get home? They go straight to the internet. And guess what? The internet gets overcrowded because we are a small town and only 2 internet companies. So we lose internet a lot this time of day and a lot in the middle of the night, which sucks. It sucks to pay for internet when it's never this good. Never good. So what I'm doing is just nesting the seams and then looking at the little points where I want them to be. I'm hoping that it lays right, but for some strange reason I think that I have just done and ruined my project here. Something like that. Or people have radios and TVs that run the internet and stuff, like our TV has the internet on it. But when my internet dies, the TV dies as well. So I think this project was a waste of time now. I'm gonna keep doing it though. I'm gonna keep doing it. Can't stop now. Oh, stay. I don't know what those things are, like sergeants and so on and so forth. I don't know what any of that is. Sorry. My husband's tried to explain it to me. I can't catch on. Don't know. Can't catch it. I just know it sounds good. So he was probably high up. I don't mean like a waste of time like that. I just meant like, because I purposely made it kind of messy by not trimming my blocks down. I just didn't want to kill my back anymore by what I've already done so far. I didn't want to have to stand and trim 125-inch squares back to 5-inch squares perfectly, you know? So, that's what I meant by, like, I don't know. I guess that's what I meant. I was just trying to have some additional fun playing with different things. And again, making something fun for a child. Don't know which child, again. Just gonna happen. I'll probably just do a quilt giveaway even. I could probably just do a quilt giveaway on my page. Ouch, ouch, what? What are you ouching for? Yeah, I sit down mostly. See, and when I'm in my wheelchair, sitting down to cut is just a smidge harder because my brakes don't work like they're supposed to. They're kind of getting dull, and they need to be tightened down and husband fixed. Get where I'm going? Husband needs to fix it. But I haven't needed the chair in a little over a month and a half ish. So, but when I'm in it and I go to cut, if I'm sitting down, I roll back just a little bit, and it's dangerous because I have the shakes all the time, so it makes me think I'm going to chop my fingers, which I haven't done since, cutting in a chair wise, but. So all my points right here are perfect and line up, but all my little corners, those don't line up. The tips to my little squares are there, but my seams are nesting just fine. Oh man, I knew that was going to happen. See that? I don't care. Again, this is just for somebody random, a child, a random child. All right, let's put this one on. Let's see if these have any matching. I should have did that first. Was look. What does that start with? If I put that there, will that make it better? Let's see. Alright, I'm going to put this one on this side. How did I figure one of these was going to end up matching? Alright, let's see if I can do this next one. At least get all these seams together. Who cares about the rest, right? I'm bad. I was attempting something different. This all actually came about because I was actually trying to do a block I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I was trying to use pattern without the pattern. The pattern that I found doesn't have the block size that I want. So I was upping the numbers for my own block size. But the numbers aren't just like a normal person would think. Like, say if you wanted a 10-inch square and you wanted to make it 12 and a half, so add, 2.5 more inches and it should come out. That's what you would normally think. But no, technically, what I was trying to do was make all of its points different. So one of my parts of it was this, the 5-inch square, coming into a 5-inch square. But the next section that it was supposed to be, I got that measurement wrong. So the stack, the two pieces that came together, one was supposed to be only like 2 inches and one was supposed to be 3 1/4 to come together to make 5. So my measurements got messed up, and then I cut all these strips at 2 3/4, so they ended up being this project instead. Yeah, oh well, it's gonna be cute whether it matches or not, and it's gonna get one of those, all those fabrics that I just got from Walmart's clearance sale. Yeah, I'm gonna make the back will be one of those. It'll be something girly. It'll be one that's for girls, because this is just for a random girl. I was trying not to match them though. That's why I was trying to lay at least 10 out, but I don't want to keep getting up, laying them on the bed, and sitting back down, then getting up and sitting. So that's why I'm just sitting here, doing it this way. And as you can tell, my seams are absolutely horrible today. This is probably the worst I have put together something in a long time. Well, at least for those of you who are following, you can do your own matching your own. Making sure everything comes together the way it's supposed to, because you know what I'm going for. You know where I'm headed with this. Just wasn't happening the way I had hoped. Oh. At least I'm nesting all the other seams at least, which I still have to press it all anyway. But again, I don't want to get up. Nope, they don't. It's going to be like crib size, because it's going to be like 40... Hold on. I can tell you how wide it's going to be right now, actually. And I need to come back on that one. Holy moly, how'd that happen? It is going to be long-wise. Got my handy-dandy measuring tape in here. So it's not pressed, but this is just a guesstimate. And I'm just going to follow this up and around, lay it down, look at that. Once it's pressed, it should be about 45 inches. So 45 wide by like probably 52 long, 52 long. So that's not bad. Definitely crib, not crib, but toddler bed is a crib mattress, by the way. So it's toddler size. Hello, Tracy. I could have swore I saw you on here already, but you must have left maybe. So here's so far. This is not pressed, obviously, so it kind of looks funny. But the colors are adorable. I have to say, this was definitely an adorable 3 charm packs here, because they are super cute and colorful. And then I added the yardage, so this will be it. And then I'll just give it a really good steam press with some, spray it first with some water to get all these to lay a little bit flatter. Because these seams right here where they all come together, this part right here, on this, connected to another one like that, is kind of making them really thick. So quilting it is going to be, I don't know. I just don't want it to hit every time I try to quilt around it. So I might just do a stitch in the ditch or something. I don't think I'm going to make it too much bigger. I'll use the leftovers on the border because I still have some of this orange and some of this blue. So I'll use that probably to put like 2 borders on it, one of each color, just to go around it. My lighting is good, but it's not very clear. So hopefully my new camera comes soon, because then I can have much clearer videos. What was I gonna grab? See, I have this project that I gotta finish. I can get all these pieces picked up. So I've been working on this curved log cabin. Can you see that? So, while I've been working on the borders for it, I gotta get these borders finished. That's what the stack is here. I did these really cute borders for it, and I ran out of the red, so I haven't been able to keep going, but this is the top and bottom border for it. So it'll go, see if I can hold it up, hold that at the same time. it'd be like this on top. You know, you get where I'm going here? I can't hold it both together, but it'll sit next to it like that on top. But I haven't finished putting it together because I ran out of the color. So yeah, and it was made with a jelly roll and then some yardage because the curved log cabin is smaller, and I actually have the exact measurements of this written off. It's all written down, so that way we don't have to like sew a strip and then trim it off with scissors or a rotary cutter. I actually have the exact, so you can cut all of your strips exactly to start with. That way you can choose what color goes where. That's pretty much what I did with this. So yeah, this one's a pretty good lap size so far. It's getting bigger. It's growing, and you guys know how I love borders, so once I get these borders on here, I brought a lot of projects in the house so I can get these all done in the middle of doing all these other ones, you know. And I'm like, I have to make sure I feel good too at the same time. I can't just work on something and be absolutely horrible feeling like I was earlier. That's why I wasn't getting anything done until now. But there's my border for that. Here's all the pieces together, some of them. Just left them in one pile. Ugh. You don't need a ruler for that to do any log cabin. Why would you need a ruler? I have the ruler for the pineapple block. That's the one I do have the ruler for. I actually started making the pineapple block, and I have it in the thing out there. I'll have to show you guys. My version compared to using the pineapple block ruler thing, the template thing, ruler thing. My block came out sort of okay, and I was just trimming as I go by following a picture. And I said, okay, this would be next. So I would put another one on, and I'd trim it down. Okay, this would be next. This is angled this way. So I was using a regular ruler. I can't read these comments that far away. My eyes aren't allowing me. Granddaughter carried one around that was crib size until she was around 20. She slept with it. How cute. Yeah, the girls that I babysit, their mom tells me all the time, well, the oldest one, her quilts, because she got hers not last year but the year before for Christmas, and she drags hers around. And I didn't really at the time know that some people like heavy quilting and some people don't. Well, she definitely likes the heavy quilting. The baby, well, she does. The baby does because she likes the feel of it. But I personally don't, because when you, and my daughter doesn't either, when you lay on a really, really tightly quilted quilt and if you fall asleep on it for like 25 minutes, you get up, you'll have that quilting marked all over your body, especially with our sensitive skin. So yeah. Are you going to do the prairie flower off of the Missouri Star Quilt Company one, Diane? And let's see. Yes, I'm going to make some random girl very happy. I told you guys, I donate quilts. It's just something I do. They go to random places, random people. I made a donation one. Well, this was not the last donation, but like 3 donations ago, there was a man I met who's struggling with being accepted because he's transgender. So I made him a quilt, and he loves it. He's cuddled in it with his little doggies, and he's happy with his quilt because it made him feel happy. And it was kind of girly, but it was kind of masculine at the same time. So yeah, that's what he got. And some people, like, absolutely are 100% proud to drag around a quilt with them, even at our age and older. They don't care. But then there's some people that are, oh yeah, hey, something to put on the bed, woohoo, you know. I've run into those kind too. So yeah. I made my brother a quilt, and you know what? He didn't even post a picture with a thank you on his Facebook. And if you're watching this, Sean, that's bad on you. You want to make the Hunter Star that I just did, huh? I think it turned out amazing. My husband, when he saw me lay it out on the living room floor to show him when I was finished, he goes, you know, I didn't like that color when you first bought it, and I told you I didn't. I didn't think it would go with anything, but now that it's in this quilt, wow, that is amazing. So, yeah, I did good on that one. Yep, and actually you can even go or smaller. So like for curvy log cabin, I mean, you could do, say, a 2-inch strip with a 1-inch strip, or you know, just don't go anything smaller than 3/4 of an inch, because then you'll have just a little bitty strip, which is very hard to do. I love it too. It came out like so good that I want to keep it, but I can't keep keeping these quilts because, you know, I'm expecting something to do for the future for another quilt for my bed. Once I have my diamond one available to go on my bed, after that, the next one that I make for my bed is going to be paper pieced. So I got to teach myself how to paper piece better. But I'm going to do it. So anyways, let's see what time it is. Oh, it's almost 8. So I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to go have a snack. And then I'm going to lay in bed and watch TV. Because, yeah. Plus I got to start, like, relaxing, get my brain into bedtime mode, because I am super tired and I have things to do tomorrow. So, and the girls come early, so I have to be up. So it means I have to go to sleep. So, anyway, thank you all for being here with me for my most boringest, I'm not saying it's boring, I'm just saying my most boringest video. Like, I didn't really do much. I made 3 rows. Woohoo! I will get it done. And then I'll show everyone when it's done, probably, because I doubt I'll make another one sewing them together. So, thank you guys for watching, though. I enjoy having someone to talk to and tell me how great I'm doing. It kind of makes me feel good to know that I'm teaching as well as you guys are helping me feel good about what I'm doing, because I know I made a big mistake with this, but it's pretty, it's cute, and it's good for a good cause, so that's all that matters. Yes, go watch it. Watch it a bazillion times. Watch it until your brain explodes, and you have to do it. Oh yeah, and I talked about some YouTube, so yeah. I know I made my mom a log cabin for her very first quilt that I made to her, and she's never had a quilt, and I gave her a log cabin, my own version of the log cabin, which was a log cabin, but, and she loves it, so it's a beautiful quilt. Alright guys, well, thank you, and I will do my best to have a good night, because this thing right here, this bed right here, this thing, is calling my name, and it says, get in it, Tiffany, get in it, get in it, get in it. Yes, okay. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new people and you want to come see Tiffany's Quilting Life.